Hi, I'm Pam, and this is everything that you need to make cake pops. Number one, you need a box cake mix and all the ingredients. I use applesauce instead of oil. It's a little bit healthier. You need melting candy, sucker sticks, a 9x13 pan. I line it with foil and then spray it with Pam or another non-stick spray of your choice. Pam's the best in my opinion. And the reason for that is so that you can easily remove the cake from the pan so that it can cool and you can crumble it. Make your cake according to the package directions and then bake it, usually 350 for 30-35 minutes. Once the cake is cooled, cut it into pieces, and if you have one, put it in the handy dandy food processor. If you don't have one, this is a good excuse to get one. And then what you have is crumbs, and that's what you need to have the whole cake look like. Just crumbs, very fine. The whole cake into crumbs. You want to prepare a cookie sheet with a piece of waxed paper or parchment paper to lay the dough balls on once you roll them out. Now, with this mixture, you want to take about a half a can of frosting and throw it in there, and you're going to mix it up. It's a little messy. Make sure you take any rings off. Mix it all up really good, and then from there we will put it into one big blob and then make cake balls out of it. Once you put about a half can of frosting in the crumbs from the cake, it's going to kind of look like this. It's a gross mess, but what you want to do is form it all together into one big blob, and then from there you're going to roll some dough balls. You want about an inch in diameter. Nice circly shape there. Put them on your pan, and then once you have the pan filled up, you want to put this in the freezer for about 10 or 15 minutes to get them hardened up, and then you'll dip them in the candy coating. So while your cake balls were in the freezer, you should go ahead and put your chocolate in a double boiler and melt it. And then once your cake balls have been in and they have a nice firm consistency, they're not too spongy, you want to take your stick, dip a little bit of it in the chocolate, and then put it into the cake pop about halfway, 3/4 of the way. And you want to just go ahead and dip that in the chocolate. Get it nice and coated. And then you don't want that much chocolate on it, but to get it all the way coated, you have to put kind of a lot on there. Just want to tap it on the edge to get the excess chocolate off. This is tedious. So that's pretty good. And then you bring it over to your stand, however you're going to set it up for them to dry. You can do them face down, but of course then they'll be flat on the bottom. Then if you want to sprinkle it, make sure you put the sprinkles on while the chocolate is still wet so it sticks. And then they can just go in the rack to dry, and once they cool and harden, you have a cake pop.